Hello everyone, welcome back to Doomsday Dawn Mirrored Moon. I'm Mark Seifter, and this time I'm going to tell you that it's a major spoilers for the Mirrored Moon adventure, so if you're going to play this with your group, then you probably should stop watching right now for a moment and save this link, come back, and then watch it later. But for everyone else, let's get going. So let's remind everyone who's who, other than me, Mark Seifter.
I'm Katina Davis.
I'm Eric Keith.
I'm Ron Lundeen.
And I'm Chris Sims.
All right, great. And they are playing Valerian the Monk, Fen the Paladin, Melek the Abyssal Sorcerer, and Luca the Druid.
Not to be confused with an abysmal sorcerer. You're doing a great job.
That's true.
You.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, hey,
I
teamwork.
appreciate it.
We support you.
I feel like we've all done very well.
Now, some people come into the stream
I'm
during
going
the
to miss
middle.
all of you.
And in addition to people coming in the stream during the middle, sometimes some people may be starting here. So I'm just going to give a very brief summary of what happened in the first half of this half. So the group had already got a bunch of allies. They met at Crazy Gnome Town and discovered that rocks were attacking it because the roofs were orange. After changing the orange roofs, both rocks and gnomes agreed to help. The giant army, led by the PCs, marched towards what they guessed from the gnomes' very vague descriptions was probably the Moon Mirror, the place that they're headed towards. Turned out to be right. Thanks to extreme scouting from Melek, the party had enough knowledge of the way the ascent worked towards the Moon Mirror to be able to predictably attack and get a little bit of a drop on these cultists, while the bulk of their army is fighting off a mercenary giant army that the cultists hired. And a lot of the rest of their army is fighting off even more cultists than I have shown on this map. Just assume there's some swooping rocks and like the one fire giant who decided to stick with you guys to stay and sit here, and a few gnomes, and that those are fighting off against some extra cultists and mummies. Because what we've got here is the group is attacking this weird ruins that was left by Ramlock, and the Moon Mirror is that body of water over there. There are two cultists, which you can see here on the map. A weird, strange creature that might look familiar to any of those of you who have watched part 3. But if you have, don't tell these guys until they make the recall knowledge.
Aww.
And then a wrapped in linens, mummified cultist, who I will now show you and also show them, and Dan will show you in a better way.
Show me their stats. Just kidding.
You don't want to know their stats.
Yeah, I know.
That'll just scare you.
And that's the one that's right up, like, all up in our grill.
Yeah.
Right?
This
You
guy?
don't need
Yeah.
you don't need the stats. Don't worry about that.
He's fine.
Guys, why don't we roll? You guys were moving up. You can either use perception for initiative or stealth if you've been sneaking around. If you use stealth, then the enemy might not know. Depending on what happens, some of them might not know where you are until you act. But if it's much worse than perception, you should probably roll perception. You give yourself a +2 bonus thanks to your research points.
Oh.
Okay.
Jeez.
Oh. Well, that's not the worst then.
Oh gosh,
the worst.
that was terrible.
Oh, that's good to hear from you.
No, that was better.
No, that's man. There goes the moment.
You got your hopes up.
Yeah.
That's all your fault.
That's what I get for having positive expectations.
Having hopes. Oh, hopes deleted.
Gotta
All
have
you
hope.
really need is hope. All right, so how'd we do?
22
22.
on stealth.
18 actually.
18. Is it a perception?
Yes.
Okay. 22, 18,
25 stealth.
25 stealth.
34 stealth.
Whoa!
34 stealth! So I have good news and bad news.
Okay.
So we've never even seen you in our lives.
It's his DC that determines whether you've seen him or not. But the good news is you go first. I guess the bad news is since you go first, the fact that you're really, really stealth is not going to matter because
I could not go.
I guess you could skip your turn, but if you want to. So, yeah, you can react first. Luca, you're over there, so you don't have a real great view of any of these, except this guy's like flying.
You should walk up to him and
Yes.
say, "Hello, friend."
Yeah, I'm gonna glad hand.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Hello,
guys! Whoa, these guys
friends.
seem cool.
This guy is flying, so he is visible, although this wall goes up a little bit, so he's not... He's about 15 feet up, so you can see some of the top of him. He's got
You
cover.
can see the brains.
Man, he has
He's
some
got
gross
cover.
pustules.
Gross.
So I'm going to
Brad
continue to
acne.
stealthily move to the edge where I can peek around.
Sure.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Roll
upset
me
you.
a stealth check for the sneak.
Actually, I can see this guy.
Yeah, he's floating enough above that you can see him.
Doing
Just
this
floating in the air.
You
No
can
wings,
see
no
little
nothing,
floaty
just-
brains.
He's a floaty brain
I cast Earthbind on him.
guy. Oh boy!
right off the bat.
Oh!
Are you sure? Okay.
All right, let's see what
I have it
happens.
prepared more than once.
Oh,
Excellent.
cool. So,
And then you
how
throw it to the
about
ground.
a
I'm an adult.
20?
20 is a failure.
Okay.
Ouch.
Did that, I believe,
My dad's not a brain.
sends me to the ground.
Yes.
And I cannot attempt to get back up again
Until
until my next turn. I can't do it. I'll have to wait until your turn and then do it again.
that's exactly right.
Just like what you did to that dragon.
Yep.
You got one action left. They all see you there, although they definitely see that some PCs that are not stealthing are
Well, they probably
coming.
I
can't
was
see
gonna
me there
say,
because
yeah.
I'm behind the wall.
That's true.
He's a
I'm
little
loud
guy.
enough.
And now
Not
he's
to dress in
fallen, so they can't see you. They hear somebody casting a spell, and he saw you for a moment until
Yeah, it's like,
he
no.
Help, I've fallen and I
What's
can't
your last
get back
action?
What is my last action?
I don't know.
Life alert.
up. Oh, no.
I don't know.
No.
Don't ask me.
If someone could please just send medical aid.
I'm gonna
I'm very
move over
badly
here.
injured.
Okay.
Wow, I have
There
not
you
heard
are.
a reference to that forever.
All right. Well, it's this guy's turn.
Oh,
So
good.
he's gonna waddle over, I guess.
Waddle, 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 waddle.
Yeah, let me see.
Aggressively
So-
trundling.
Yeah, what can he do when he's...
He can still move. If he critically failed, he would have been basically.
He would have been in big
He
trouble.
would have had to stay there.
So let's see.
Okay.
The problem is his speed is not as fast as his fly, but he'll waddle over to here.
No, that's.
Those are some nice
Oh.
pinchers you
Oh,
got
what is
there.
that even?
And then, let's see. He is going to. Some of the brains in the blisters on his back start glowing as
No, that's
he
not good.
uses
Gross.
a magic spell.
No way.
That's right.
Oh, I did not
Yes,
see this
when?
coming.
Suddenly,
Meanwhile...
several images of him appear.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I
gross.
won't help you.
And I thought it was bad when there was only one.
I'm awfully mouthy. You notice that?
Now there's
Yes.
a variety of him.
I've read it like a smorgasbord.
There's 4 total.
Are the images, like, flying or floating?
They're all on the
or-
ground around him, and you can't tell which is which.
You guys tackle the Burger King value menu. I'll take the zombie.
All right. Next, after that, comes this guy back here.
Nah,
So,
hey, nah.
you see, he is going to...
He's like, no, I can't see that. Spider
Yeah,
guy
well-
is in front of me.
Oh
Yeah.
man, Steve, you're blocking me, man.
Now, he's cool with where he is right now, so he's
Rock
going to
blocking.
cast a spell on this crazy linen-wrapped undead. And then, having done so,
Buffing him up.
he is...
What? They're working together?
Yes, they're
is
working
this?
together.
Cats and dogs living together?
Oh man,
know,
that's
right?
Hysteria.
bad guys helping each other. Oh, it's ruining my
It's
immersion.
crazy.
Oh, they're
Crazy.
friends.
Oh,
They're not supposed to know the power of friendship.
He will also cast another spell on himself. And now he is done. Actually, let's see. Does anyone have recognize spell?
That's the feet, right?
Yes.
No.
All right.
no.
All right. In
Can I
theory,
bluff?
if these spells are from your spell repertoire, you would automatically recognize them. But I don't want to look through your spell repertoire right now unless it's in a very easy to access way. So we will say that you don't recognize them. Oh no!
Everyone
it's
wave
in
your
an easy to
spells
access
at
way.
Oh, somebody came.
You don't
prepared.
recognize them.
Oh.
Okay.
Only we had paper.
Those are the ones I can do.
And if it's any of the ones you have prepared, you would automatically recognize them. But it probably isn't.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
Well,
So
Great.
this guy has gone, and now we will go to you.
All right, Melik. Well, linen wrapped generally says super flammable.
highly combustible.
So I'm going to drop a flame strike right here.
Oh boy!
To get both of them.
man.
That's going to be a reflex save.
Okay.
DC is 23.
All right, let's see how I did on that.
And do you have fire immunity that I don't know about? This treats fire resistance, fire immunity differently.
I do not have any of those things with fire. I do have something with fire.
I like those numbers here.
Me too.
Yeah, that's nice.
10, 20, 37 is pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. So I got a 20 and a 30 on my saves.
20 fails, 30 succeeds.
Okay. So the creature that does not like fire fails, and the other one succeeds. So how much damage did you say that was?
37.
Yeah, it's more than that. This one takes 10 extra damage from a weakness.
Oh,
47.
No.
This one takes 18.
Alrighty.
All right.
That was 2 actions. You know what would be awesome is to do that again. I will quicken a flame strike.
Oh no! You too have quicken spell, much like the enemy cultist.
You'll just hear a little bit of Fenn's goblin ancestry pop out. She's like, oh.
A little less oomph in this fire,
that's
though.
nice.
That is same DC 23.
Okay.
It's only 24 damage.
All right. So this time I made it, so I take 22 because of my weakness.
Good.
And I failed, so I take 24.
24.
All right.
Ooh.
So handy. There you go. All right. So yeah, this this linen wrapped creature is in a pretty bad state at this point. All right. So after that, it is going to be time for our good friend 22.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm wondering if it's harder to tear out a trachea from flaming linen, but
I mean,
we'll have to see.
it's a variety pack.
It's pre-wrapped.
That's a flame strike's the highest level spell I can cast.
Flame Strike is the highest level spell you can
That
cast.
means I can't quicken it, correct?
I think so.
That's what I was just checking.
Oh.
But you thought you
casting a
could, so
sorcerer
I just
spell.
assumed that you could.
I cannot.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Do we have to go
Okay.
back?
Let's go back. What did you do instead of that 24 damage Flame Strike? I will take off 22 damage and 24 damage.
Take off the damage if you would. I will
Okay.
erect a shield just in case.
Okay,
Ah.
you direct a shield. Suddenly, they're retroactively much less.
I feel better.
Alrighty.
We hear
All right,
Malik
but we
say,
still have
I
a
wish I
monk."
could do that again.
There we go.
Next level gadget. Next level. All right. Now this linen wrapped creature might actually get to monologue. We'll see. I don't know though. The monk still hasn't gone.
He turns and he monologues. Oh God, it burns. It's not very.
She
scary.
monologues. You always make the same mistake people make about your
Jeez,
goblin.
Rude.
do.
Rude. I'm
I
gonna.
think it's because the GM's a boy, so I just assume gender.
Yeah, that's how that happens.
Mm.
Okay.
He says, "Oh God, it burned." You say, "Like justice."
Mm,
Take that.
The flame of justice.
it's true.
I'm gonna go up and do my tiger slash. I'm gonna see how that works
Okay,
because I haven't used that yet. So
that's true.
let's see. It's
So
just
it-
normal 5-foot squares, right?
Yeah.
Important thing to clarify too. She drops on all fours and starts scurrying like this. it's like, ah!
Does she though? Because then she's not quite high enough level yet to not take the penalty to her AC.
But I can kip up as a free action.
That's true. So you can just go down and then come back up.
Scuttle forward and then pop back
Worms
again.
up towards the person. They're like, what
Yeah.
do you?
I just kind of
Fairly pointed out.
making tiger sounds and going. "Arr!"
Get
They
him.
think I'm crazy until I start
Get her.
slashing them with my hands, and then they think I'm
All right.
crazier.
So make your crazy tiger attack.
Okay, crazy tiger attack.
All right. So you guys were aware of each other before you approached. Other than the people who were hiding, they were not aware of.
I just
You did
brought
not
this into
hide well.
melee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because of that, that means I can use my reactions, but you would have been able to use your reactions as well, like recognize spell before you acted. And because of that, I will take an attack of opportunity on
no,
you with
don't do
my
it.
big old spear.
I don't like it.
All right. And before I miss you with this attack of opportunity, that is a 25. But before I miss you with that, I need you to roll a saving throw against the aura that you moved into,
Oh.
which will potentially lower your AC, but I'll still miss you.
Which saving throw?
It's a will save.
Will save.
You feel a great despair as you
Oh,
move
no.
forward.
Why am I so despaired? Oh, that's not good. It's a total of a 19.
Okay. Well, that fails. Do you want to use your 2 hero points to re-roll it, or keep the failure?
I'll use a hero point.
You need both.
I need both?
Yes.
Ooh. I'm gonna keep them.
In that case, as soon as you even entered the aura, you were paralyzed.
Well, that seems like I made a bad choice.
Paralyzed with fear for some number of rounds.
Where's the aura at?
It's a 30-foot aura.
Oh, okay. Wait, so...
Some people are already in it, so when their turn happens, they'll be affected by it, but I checked and Malik is not.
Okay. So I just can't move or do anything?
You're paralyzed.
Okay.
Alright, so you lose this turn. And potentially other turns, depending on if people can remove the paralysis or how long it lasts.
Can she attempt
Fortunately,
to shake it?
you are bolstered to this, so you can't be paralyzed by it again.
Can she attempt to shake it off? When
No.
the starter end of returns? No, she just straight up.
It's a pretty short duration, but you cannot attempt to shake it off. It's not ghoul paralysis, which is from a weaker monster. For this is no ordinary linen-wrapped creature. It is a very dangerous one.
But my tracheas.
So, next after that is going to be this other guy. So, let's see what we're going to do here. I am going to move here. With flame strikes, this may not be a good call, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to cast another spell on the linen-wrapped creature. All right. It is now your turn. Yes, that's right. Your 18 beat the boss.
Oh.
And my beautiful natural 1 on initiative. So go ahead.
Well, I think
I'll monologue after.
I think I'm within 30 feet, right?
Yes, so start off by rolling a save against fear.
All right, let's see how spooky I get. That's gonna be not the best. Oh, come on, dice. Oh, awesome. That's not that great actually. That's only a 32.
Okay. Did you count the -1 for being in the
31,
creature's aura?
my bad.
That only barely critically succeeds.
Okay.
Even a success negates.
Oh,
so
okay.
you unnecessarily critically succeeded. You just completely shake it
Oh,
off.
I'm far too brave to be scared of
You're
something
still
like
frightened
this.
1 from being in its 30-foot
And by
aura.
that I mean I'm actually terrified, so I just scream and charge the thing because that totally seems
Yeah.
like a reasonable thing to do.
Even if you make your save, there is no save on the frightened 1. Only something like a fighter after next Monday's update would be able to avoid taking the frightened from this kind of aura.
Okay.
I don't seem to be playing a Friday after next Monday's update, are you?
You're not playing a fighter after next Monday's update. No.
I will see this massive fiery explosion and like a moth to a lamp. I will just be like, shiny! And I'll run for it. So 5, 10, 15, 20 to move up to here. I will go ahead and make an attack really quickly.
Oh, wait, hold on. I miss you with that attack of opportunity that I already rolled and was a 25.
That sounds good.
All right, cool.
Oh, yeah, because I didn't
Yeah,
move
because you
up.
didn't actually move up.
And I will go ahead.
Frightened, by the way?
You are frightened 1, but you are also paralyzed with fear.
Okay. I have a thing that reduces duration of frightened, confused, or stupefied by 1 round.
Okay.
It's at least 2 rounds, so.
Understood. Unfortunately, the thing that is bad is a paralyzed that is not tied to the frightened.
That
sometimes
won't help anything.
sometimes often fleeing, when you're fleeing from fear, is tied to the duration of the frightened, and so therefore that ability would help you.
Okay. Sorry.
All right, yeah, no worries.
Interject.
I wasn't able to get the thing that removes paralysis with my mercies, so I'm so sorry.
I got
I
you.
will.
I got
You're merciless.
I will go ahead and apply a dog slicer directly to face here, and I'm just going to go ahead and roll.
Or at least to linen that is covering her face.
Yes, 28 to hit.
28 to hit.
Nice.
Did you remember the -1 from frightened?
27 to hit.
You hit.
Okay. Awesome.
Hooray!
I just mostly want you to remember the -1.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about
Also,
that.
I hadn't checked the AC until after I asked you.
That's only the D20 roll, so not my damage.
It is
right?
not to damage. It's
Okay,
only
cool.
to D20 rolls, but that also includes DCs such as your armor class.
Okay, then I will dog slice for 14 points of damage.
All right.
And by that I mean goblin slicer because dogs are good
Yes.
boys. And
Yes.
good girls. They should
14
not be
points of
sliced.
damage. So it's pretty good. It's nowhere near as impressive as the crazy flame strike. But
Oh yeah, I mean it's
sure.
okay. I'm mostly.
I
fire
think you have 1 action left, but you're gonna raise your
I
shield.
do. I'll bring my shield up. Yep.
Okay.
I'm just a distraction here. It's fine.
It's all right. You're the one that's in their face. Now finally goes. It says,
Mr. Pinchy.
"Foolish members of the Palatine Eye. I don't know how you made it up through our mercenary army so quickly.
Never skip leg day.
Perhaps we should have raised them as an army as undead instead. But still, you will never stop me from completing my ritual. I will attune myself to the same power that Ramlock attuned of old. I will learn the secrets of the Dominion of the Black, and we will bring them down upon this world."
Okay.
Wow.
How many actions is a monologue like that?
Yeah,
It's a free action. Now
it's gonna be like that monologue lasted 14 seconds.
free action. Now I'm going to do meta.
Combat banter.
All right, what have we got here? Ooh, this sounds like fun. Let's do it.
I just imagine all of that compressed
Alright.
into
Fun
6
for
seconds. They're just
who?
really
Oh,
fast
for me,
yelling.
for
just-
me.
Oh.
So
Sounds like the teacher. from
suddenly,
Charlie
the
Brown.
creature's bandages stir, and after exhaling that very hot air for her pompous speech,
Gross.
she like sand crawls up out of the linen towards her mouth, and she exhales superheated air and sand, which goes right through here and even through some of the cracks in these walls. Although,
Wow, good.
let's see, you get a plus. You get a +2 bonus, and you get a +4 bonus against this because of extremely being covered in the sand, having to seep through the cracks. Roll reflex saves, everybody.
Oh boy.
Come on.
That's not no boy. That's
I get +4.
That's an
that's a
Oibe.
number.
It's a number.
Single-digit number.
Okay.
Mine was okay.
All right. So, what did you get?
35.
Critical success, no damage.
Yay!
Wait, did you count being paralyzed?
No.
So
What
that
is-
would give you a -2, so 33.
Okay.
Critical success, no
Yay!
damage. Okay.
19.
19. All right, you fail.
You're dead.
Regular failure.
What about you?
Oh, maybe we'll find where the critical failure is. What about 16?
Regular failure.
Gotta be lower than that.
Oh.
Can you get me lower than 16?
Me? No,
Yes.
I got 30.
That didn't get me lower than 16 at all. You made it.
Nice.
I didn't critically succeed?
You did not.
So we have an
Yay!
idea.
Only regularly succeeded.
Compute, right? All those.
All right, here we go.
My
So,
calculations. Yeah.
so guys, it is 19 fire damage, 9 for you because you succeeded.
Gotcha.
for me.
Doesn't
15
reduce my
fire
temporary hit
damage.
points to 0.
And then, but also it does slashing damage.
Oh my god.
17 slashing damage, 8 for you.
Oh, I lost 2 hit points.
Oh no, you're poor hit
Practically
points.
dead.
Also, after calling out a weird thing in Osirian, Sandstorm Wrath, as that was happening,
Oh,
she is
man.
going to.
What did he say?
And
in
I
the
She
series?
said Sandstorm Wrath.
And I accuse the gnomes of being anime characters. I am so sorry, gnomes. That was
Then-
disrespectful.
She is going to use her long spear to stab the paladin who has a shield up. Probably won't be very effective. All right, I've got you this time. 22. Did that critically fail?
Yes. Wait, no, barely not.
Barely not. Okay, so if you were a freehand fighter or something, you would not get to riposte. She says, "Curse you, paladin!"
But you have to use multiple rounds to curse me. That's like a 2-round action. Can't do
We
that.
mummies are known for our curses. All right,
She's
it goes.
a mummy.
It goes
Cue
back to
searing
you.
light.
Oh, you're made out of undead, are you? I bet it
Like
is.
you couldn't tell.
Well, I have spells for that.
You're just like, you need some sort of like breath mint.
Oh,
I will
man,
be able to
fuck.
fly again next round.
Sand coming out.
Yes, on his turn, he'll be able to try to get up into the air.
I'm gonna move to here.
But you could always put him back down after he takes all
Surprise
that
attack.
effort.
Actually, I'm gonna do something worse.
Oh boy.
I'm going to cast Plants of the Earth, bind these creatures, and Entangle gets all of them.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Noise.
Entangled. Okay.
Then entangle. That's awesome.
I will roll
Sit down
my
and sit down.
reflex. Is it reflex saves for entangle?
Yes.
All right, I'll roll my reflex saves. So, I
DC
get-
23.
all right, fail for the mummy.
Entangled.
All right, for Fly Guy, who is not currently flying,
Pretty
that-
fly.
pretty fly.
More
Also
like try
failed.
guy.
Excellent. That means he might stay. on the ground.
For the cultist, I got a fail. Oh, I'm not rolling great, and
Nice.
then a success for the one all the way in the back.
All right, that one's not entangled.
All right, so they're all entangled by regular entangled. Does it also hold them in place on a regular failure, or is that mainly critical failure?
No, critical failure is immobile for 1 round, but being entangled means they need to make a DC 5 flat check to
That's
do
true.
any movement.
To do
action.
manipulate based
Yeah.
actions, and they move at half speed until they can get out of the reach of these things, which go for quite a distance. So, and moving up is difficult terrain. So even if he gets off the ground, the grasping vines are going to make him waste a lot of actions.
It's true.
pretty solid.
Yep.
All right. So speaking of other
And
enemies who,
I think I will load my sling
sure,
as my final action.
sure.
Oh no,
makes
I
sense.
moved. Never mind, I moved.
Oh yeah, you did move. So you can't do that. Okay, so let's see what he's going to do now. Yeah, he's not liking being rooted here and also just kind of being in the area where everybody keeps flame striking the mummy. So he's gonna... he's trying to get off the ground, but it just takes so much of his movement to go up. It takes 20 feet of movement for each square.
Oh, that's nice.
Because it's difficult terrain
Yeah.
and he's entangled here, so let's see what we've got.
5 feet
Oh wait,
off
no,
the ground.
no, that's not right. Entangled hampers him, so it lowers his movement speed
By 10.
by 10, and it takes 2 for 1. So he manages to get 10 feet off the ground.
He
Wow.
might not though.
And now I need to roll my check to see if it fails. He made it barely with a 5 on the DC 5 flat check.
Nice.
And then he's gonna try to flap his way out of it, which takes his second action.
So
That'll get him out of the range of the entangle if he makes it. Yes, so he barely manages to get to 20 feet up and out of the entangle. He does not have enough actions left to cast one of his spells, so he's gonna just move laterally over here where he's not
Away.
where he's not like crazily close to being flame struck. And that takes his whole turn because of all of the crowd control this druid is putting on him. All right, now this guy, he was not entangled.
No, oh yeah, that's right.
He was the only one that wasn't.
Right.
So he is going to also fly. I guess we know what one of his spells was. All right, he has some of the same difficulties, but not quite as badly as our good friend over here. So he makes it 15 feet up, and then he is going to. Let me see. Sure, he'll move 15 feet up and over 30. No, that's a little bit too far. So he'll only move 10 feet up so that he has enough, so he's close enough to you to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 10 up, Pythagorean theorem, within 30 feet. So he's going...
checks out.
Yeah, the math checks out. He shoots a ray of dark energy at you.
Woo.
Dark energy.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Surely I will
Dark
hit.
energy.
Yeah, dark energy.
name's not
Surely with a
Shirley.
19, I will hit your TAC, and by which I mean no way.
No.
It misses completely.
It hit someone named Shirley.
All right, there you go.
Shirley, no. The rocks.
She was one of the
Well,
gnomes.
conveniently enough, she is paralyzed within touch range of me, so I will start with freedom of movement.
Okay.
You just go poke.
All right.
Yay!
You're now moving freely.
And then
Huzzah!
I'm going to move.
Okay.
That's despairing, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh,
19.
spooky.
19. Do you want? You know that will fail. Do you want to re-roll it?
Yes.
Okay. Give me those hero points.
Give me your coin.
Arrow better than 5.
First hero point
Yeah,
spent.
there
Arrow
you go.
substantially better.
You're bolstered against
32.
You're so bolstered against this paralysis, you're inoculated, Ron.
Is that a new
sounds-
condition?
No, it's
Good.
good.
It's Ron's least favorite game term from any time during the
Inoculated.
playtest.
Yeah. I don't want to get behind my paladin friend here. Okay, and that's it for me.
All right, sure enough. So that will put us at Monk. You're still paralyzed.
Freedom of movement.
Oh, freedom
Yeah,
of
wait, I
movement.
was
did.
like,
Of
what?
course, you're no longer
Wait a minute.
paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
Okay,
That's what I did.
actually, you're technically paralyzed, but are not affected by the
That's
condition.
correct. If the paralysis lasts more than 1 minute, you'll re-paralyze after.
Yes. However, this was her last round of paralysis, so.
We have no way
Yay!
of knowing.
Okay,
It
and
was a good
then
call.
1
We need
minute
some
later.
tracheas.
were there any
What's that?
other
It was a
effects
good
that
call.
I
We
was
need some
still under?
tracheas.
You're, you're all going to still
right.
be frightened.
Frightened, right?
When you moved out, you actually also should have had to roll against the despair aura.
Okay.
So just give me a roll. You'll probably make it. You're a druid. Now that I've said that, I've jinxed you.
Oh, you totally did.
Totally did.
All
Made
right.
an ass out of you and umption.
It's the same roll.
Okay.
Alrighty.
What is that, by the way?
20.
Because you handed it to me, but okay. You knew 19 failed. That barely fails. So you failed by 1. So you actually are also paralyzed right after you cast your spell.
Sad.
All right. At least you got to do your turn before getting paralyzed rather than after.
True.
So it sort of wastes one of the rounds of paralysis. What? No, I thought you cast and then moved up.
Did I? I don't
No,
know.
you moved, peeked around the corner, and then hit them with the spell, so it would have gone off in a different order. It's up to you
It's
if
a
you want
Twitch
to
stream.
hand
We're not
wave it.
gonna.
There
We're
we
gonna
go.
say you cast it first, blindly, and then moved around so that we can just keep going.
Oh,
And
okay.
wavy. Let's see.
At least we remembered it now.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make it?
Your turn went fine.
Look at you. Wave that hand.
Mm-hmm.
My DC 21 aura actually hit a lot more of you than it was expected to.
Hey, RNG happens, man.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna move up to the mummy lady.
The nice mummy lady.
Yeah, she's
so nice.
hello, mummy. Let's see.
Can't flank her because the paladin went to the one spot that was across
Can
from
I
the
go like
cultist.
diagonal this way though?
Nope.
I can't.
But you can
squeeze
just go
there?
through the goblin square if you want.
Oh, okay. I'll
So-
just do that.
All
I'm
right.
tiny and friendly.
Sure. She has recouped her reaction, so she's going to take an attack of opportunity on you.
That's a
That
one.
is a natural one.
Oof.
So no.
She cannot hit with this long spear.
Womp womp.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna try my tiger slash again.
All right. Tiger slash.
Tiger slash.
All right.
Okay.
Come on, trachea.
So that's
can do it
two
straight, yeah.
actions.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
With both hands.
Ooh. Oh, that's a little bit cocked.
Pseudo-cocked?
If I move this one.
It's pretty much on that one. That was the upper
Okay.
one.
So I forget what all my modifiers are. Oh yeah, so that's an 18, and my modifier is also an 18.
All right.
So
36.
36?
That is a critical. Did you count your -1 for being frightened?
No, I didn't. So 35.
Didn't her frightened drop by one at the end of her last turn?
No,
She was
you
paralyzed?
can't reduce it while you're in a mummy's despair aura.
Ooh.
35.
Yeah.
That is exactly critical.
Huzzah! Okay, so then on a critical it
Tiger
does
Claw.
other
So
stuff.
it does ridiculously high amounts of bleed, although not. I guess actually they've got embalming fluid, so I'll.
Bleed sand.
We'll
and
go with
embalming
it.
fluid,
We'll
yeah.
go with it. But
like a board
so
form.
first of all, you get 2 extra dice. So
Yes.
it
Oh,
is
God, it's
going to
gonna be a bunch of dice.
16d8
The question.
plus 6. And
The other-
additionally, after that, you get to add your strength modifier to the amount of embalming fluid bleed. So it'll be a d4 plus 3 embalming fluid bleed.
And if I want, I can shove her 5 feet.
You can
I
shove
don't know
5
if
feet
I
away
would
from
need
you.
to,
So
but I will.
if you want to like
you
get
don't-
her away from the cultist or somewhere that's easier to flank,
That's
I don't
a
know.
good
I
idea.
forget with Flurry if
This is not
Patina-
flurry. This
Okay.
is Tiger
Flurry.
Claw. It's
Okay.
a special
Tiger
auto
Slash.
Tiger Slash. It's an auto push that does extra bleed and does 2 extra dice. So
Oh, this is great.
if you happen to know it's going to be a really high roll, then
There's 6 d8s, if that's helpful.
Thanks,
so yeah, you
yeah.
get 16d8
There's 6 of
plus
them.
6.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I just
so much adding.
just
Funny thing is,
imagining you-
even though Tiger Slash is
There's
like
2 more
one of the
D8s, 3 more
most
D8s.
singularly damaging attacks,
Thanks.
it's still not always better than Flurry because Flurry just gives you so many attacks.
Yep.
But it can be combined with Flurry.
I just like the idea that Evelyn just like shoves her hand in to like where the heart would be and just like pulls out a canopic jar with just the heart inside of it
Okay.
still beating and be like, Kalima.
Hey, that was my canopic jar. That one was from my cat.
No, Mr. Bigglesworth.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
So this is
No, that's
12 of the 16.
Do you want to
So
borrow
14,
those?
19, 27, 33, 35, 40, 40, what is this, 50, 60 plus these dragon dice, so
117.
76 plus 6. So, 82 damage. Wow. Okay, so like
how's she
after
doing?
we realized you couldn't do 2 flame strikes, she was like not happy but was okay after the first flame strike. She's pretty powerful. After 82 damage and with the embalming fluid leaking out of her, has quite a bit less bravado than she had before. And that
Okay.
was your turn.
No, that was. Oh yeah, because I moved.
Yeah, and it
You want to
takes
give her
2.
shove or no?
I
You
shoved-
wanna just
yeah,
keep
I'm
her-
gonna shove
Or keep
her-
her next to you.
I mean, either way works really.
Well,
but,
I can shove her here, so it's still next to.
That's true.
To,
That's true.
Fen.
If you were to, well, never mind. That'd be
Alright.
metagaming. I'm not gonna say it.
All right, so now it's the enemy's turn, and by the enemy's turn, I mean this guy. He's entangled. Oh dear.
Is she taking the bleed, by the way?
She will at the end of each of her turns.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry.
Oh dear, casting spells might fail, but that's the only thing I know how to do. So I'll do it. All right. I'm going to try to Let's see. You guys are all jerks. I'm gonna try to.
Well,
Whoa.
I beg to differ.
I'm gonna try to get that
I don't
scary,
care.
dangerous monk inside of a resilience sphere.
No.
All right, roll a reflex save to disagree with the resilience sphere.
But he,
I
has to
disagree
roll a
with
flat
you.
check.
He sure does. So let's see if that even works. It did. I was about to roll it too. All right,
Sorry, which
but
you
then I
said
forgot.
reflex?
Reflex save.
So it's 26.
Okay. So you have succeeded at your save against resilient sphere.
Yay!
Now, guys, this is it. For the first time during the stream, I have to actually open the book because I think that this means that you disrupted the sphere's stability, and that it gets created but is really, really weak. But it might actually mean that you negate it entirely, and I can't remember because both of those were versions that existed at some point during this game's history.
That is a problem of developing.
Yeah,
this
actually,
That's
seriously,
why-
yeah.
I was right. The target disrupts the sphere's integrity. So, you are still inside of a resilient sphere, but it is super ridiculously cracked to the edge of being destroyed, and if anyone just smacks it, it'll go away.
Poke.
So mostly it actually just protects you until you want to break it and get out. I guess you lose your first attack.
Is that 5th level or higher?
What?
Is that a 5th level or higher effect that
No.
has her immobility? The freedom of movement means she cannot be hampered.
She's not hampered. She's inside of a sphere, though. She can't
Ignore
go
all
through.
effects that would entangle or hamper her.
She can't go through the wall.
True, but it's like a wall.
Okay.
Walls-
It's not going to hamper
It's
me
basically
very
a wall of
much.
force around her.
Yeah, she's
wall of
inside of a
peanut
bubble,
brittle.
so she still can't walk right through walls. That would be too good for freedom of movement. Though
That'd be
some people
awesome.
thought it did that.
So it's
in
not
first
quite
edition.
so free then.
Yeah, well, it's free enough. It says what hampers, which is a condition, and it's not the hampered condition.
Oh, that's what it means by hamper. It's
Yeah,
the hampered
it's not just
condition.
anything that stops you from doing things. It means the hampered condition.
Okay.
All right.
More like
Anyway, he did that.
Free.
Actually, he's gonna try to to get away from AOE formation. And he's
Good idea.
just striding that does not have the manipulate trait, so he doesn't have to roll a flat check on
But he's
that.
hampered 10.
Hampered
Oh
inside
right,
of-
he doesn't
yeah.
get to go that far. He just goes here.
Oh, buddy, hey.
All right. So now it's gonna be Paladin.
All right. Well, there is a really mean linen-wrapped lady in front of me that has really bad breath. Usually, I would offer a Tic Tac, but I'm just gonna, offer a dog slicer instead.
Okay, that seems to make sense to
Also,
me.
apparently, she's a pinata because my monk friend just reached inside of her and pulled out a prize packet. So I'm just I want a loot box, and we're gonna go ahead and just apply my dog slicer.
The blind box.
All right,
Yeah.
go for it.
So here we go. Plus 15. Oh, yeah, it's a nat 20, so it's a 35.
Critical hit.
Okay,
Sweet.
awesome. That's not very impressive for Fen, but it'll still be pretty helpful here. Not flanking, so it'll be.
I just feel like it's not gonna. Nothing is gonna be more impressive than 16 d8 plus.
Well, I rolled 5 on my
Sorry.
first 3d6. Plus, there we go.
It's a little higher.
So 19 plus 8.
Or
so
12
that's gonna
d8
be
or however it was.
27 damage.
27 damage. Okay,
Get her.
Slashing damage.
so
Slicer.
she is extremely wounded now. She is barely hanging her limbs together. They start to unravel.
Well, let's see. Give me
You've
one
got
second.
2 actions left. Can you finish her?
I wasn't
So
there, so I could say
the
something
dog
pithy.
slicer also has the backstabber ability.
But you are not backstabbing her.
Correct. However, I do have weapon frenzy
Okay.
with swords, so that
She's
knocks-
flat-footed now.
knocks her
So
off
if
balance.
you hit her again, the next one is going to do the extra damage.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. Well, the important
And
thing
her
is-
AC is down.
exactly. That's what I really care about. So here we go. -4 due to
All
finesse
right, so
weapon.
you knock her off balance, and
it's a 6. It's a 6 on the dice. So it's only that
okay.
is a 18 to hit then.
Yeah, that is
17
not going to hit
actually.
unless you spend a hero point to re-roll it.
That sounds unnecessary. 'cause
Okay.
I think my friends go.
No, she goes next.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and save that. However, I'm not too worried about the rest of it. So I guess I'll go ahead and make one more attack.
All right, final attack
Yep. Here we go.
at a minus.
-8. That was a 5 on the dice, so let's not worry
Oh,
about it.
no.
Fen lands a really impressive first blow and just kind of screeches and waves at the air, screaming.
All right. Well, she still has the benefit of all those other buff spells they put on her, so she's gonna try to not be terrible, just like the fire giant. Maybe the fire giant's here, giving his malice to
Yeah.
her from.
The scorn is just
He's like,
with
man,
us.
I know what it feels like. These guys kind of gang
These
up
guys
on
kind of
you.
do this, and then you just can't.
Oh,
you just can't
classic
know.
jerks.
All right, so
You
here
should
we
help
go.
them. They'll be nice to you.
I'm going to hit you and by you I mean you.
Okay. What? The one that reached in
She
for the
spins
tank?
around with her spear and makes an attack. So that is going to be a 31.
Ah, that does hit.
Oh.
But first,
that
retributive
makes
strike.
me
Oh,
angry.
yeah.
All right, there we go.
Never mind, we'll see.
I'm not sure she'll last the retributive strike, but she
Oh,
might.
that's a 4 on the dice.
She will!
So I'm going to use my hero point to burn this one because this
All right.
Nice,
is
good one.
Only
All right.
Evelyn retains her hero point.
Is it
Let's
2 hero
find
points
out
now?
really
To reroll.
quickly here if I'm going to roll yet a third 4. Sorry,
I mean,
fourth
he
roll.
rolled 2 4s with his hero point and his
2.
2.
Oh my goodness.
Useless.
All right.
That is really a spin down dice.
Yeah, it totally is.
It's okay. I can't go any
All
lower
right.
unless it's a nat 1 now.
Well, I don't
So-
like this now.
So I hit you,
You
and
were supposed to save me.
You were the chosen one, Anakin.
chosen one. Okay,
I
so
have the
you're
high
gonna
ground because
take.
you're short. Get it?
Oh.
All right, you take. She stabs into you. You take
Ow.
18 piercing damage and 2 negative energy damage,
Ow.
and you need to roll a Fortitude save.
Okay. I don't like the sound of that.
You get to roll fortitude
Yay!
save. Is
Oh,
that
boy.
better?
Not be me. Oh, what are you? Okay.
What's the other one to the other side of it?
Huh?
Never mind.
No, it was this one. I picked it up straight. It's hard to
Perfect.
see the dot.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
hard to read
20?
it.
Sorry, you said fort save? 25.
All right, you think you shook off this horrific curse? Probably. You'll have to find out.
Great.
All right, then she's going to continue attacking you
Curse you, she elf.
again with her spear. 27.
No.
Okay,
Nice.
because of the upgrade on the bracers, or
Yep.
okay.
I'm at 28.
And she's gonna
We
swing
bought the
out with
right
her
treasure
fist.
Yeah, we did.
treasure points.
All right, that is gonna be
She just
a
gets frustrated. I'm gonna punch you.
yeah, a 13.
No.
Aww.
And one last thing, she's gonna try to kick you. She is actually hasted. That was one of the spells they cast on her. So it's in that one. She just yeah.
As Fen is also
So I'm
doing
kind
that
of
right next to her.
holding her forehead and she's
Sure.
like swinging.
She does take minimum bleed for her.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a 1 on the d4, so that's 4 more as all of her embalming fluid starts leaking out. All right.
Does the negative energy damage do anything to like my stats?
No,
that
it's
smells
just
like vinegar.
damage.
Oh, my
Since
water.
it has 2 different types of damage, if Fen had up that aura again like last time, it would have reduced both of them separately.
I see
Same
what
for
you
the
mean.
Sandstorm Wrath.
As soon as I'm not in melee.
You are paralyzed. All right. Now it is going to be my fast people's turn. So he is going to fly up a little bit over here, and then he casts a spell on you.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Why
Cast
is
a
everyone so
spell
mad at
on
me?
you.
Evelyn,
Hello.
your parents are missing. You love the Pathfinder Society, but what is the thing that you're afraid of the most?
What is the thing I'm afraid of the most?
You're afraid of your friend's successes because that'll show you up. The one thing you don't want to see is your friend succeeding at this fight.
Maybe you're afraid that your parents are dead somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
All right, you see the horribly maimed corpses of your parents as you realize there was nothing you could do to save them and that they never loved you. Roll a will save.
Wow. Just
whoa.
rubbing salt in the wound there with that last
Gotta
statement.
get my diary.
Dear diary.
Which save? Sorry, will
Will
save?
save.
Okay.
You might not actually think that this is true.
Oh no.
What is it?
No.
18.
18. All right. So, unless you want to use your hero points too to re-roll this, you think that it's all real.
That sounds like a reasonable thing to use those.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, granted, that's assuming I'm gonna roll better.
You can take the better.
Oh well.
This wasn't a critical failure, so
We'll see how much better
Yeah,
the
the
worst
better.
you can do is
dice.
fail.
The worst you can do is fail horribly.
Yeah, the worst you can do is fail, not critically fail.
Okay. That
Or get
is
better.
a 28.
That makes it.
Yay!
You realize your parents would never not love you.
They would never die.
Die.
Wait.
They
So
would never die not loving me.
you would.
Take
So
that.
did you count the -1 for being frightened?
They love you to death.
No, I did not.
Okay,
So
so
it's a 20.
you still made it.
Okay, good. Sweet.
Let me make sure that this doesn't. Yes. On a success, you were frightened 1, but you were already frightened 1, so it doesn't do anything. All right, cool.
You can't scare me.
So
I'm
he
already
wasted
scared.
his turn. All right, now it's time for this guy. This guy. This guy.
Oh, that
All right.
Guy.
This.
All right, he's going to try again to shoot his ray of negative energy, but this time he's going to do it at you.
Me.
He's only 10 feet up. He's still in the entangling.
Oh, that's true. You're right. So he has to roll a chance to fail. He made that, but that wasted a good roll. Oh no, I got a very good roll on my attack roll.
Oh no.
Oh, you might have been critically hit against your TAC. Here, 34.
34 hits, but does not critically hit me.
Whoa.
Even on your TAC?
My
Very
TAC
nice.
is 26.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very good.
I'm very nimble.
All right, so you are enervated by this attack. I think, let me check.
Enervated 1?
Let me tell you how enervated you are. You may...
You tell me how enervated I am.
Oh, I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
such a
Roll a
far
fortitude
negative
save to see how enervated you are.
Oh, that's fair.
But you don't have to treat the result as one category less, which you would have on a critical.
Fortitude 20.
Okay. With a 20, you fail. You're enervated 2. As your experience and memories bleed away from you somewhat, you can still remember some of the events as they happen, but they feel like it happened to someone else, and you were just sort of reading a book about it. As all your friends,
It was all a dream.
all your friends from the gnomes and the fae, they're just sort of clinically something you know about, not something that you really experienced.
This is good news for me.
Maybe, but you're also enervated too.
You get to meet the gnomes all over again. That's gonna be awesome.
Just you can't
I
even
just
imagine.
close the book on that.
All right, so that was them. This is now.
That was them.
What's
This is
enervated do to me? Minus
Yes.
minus my enervated value on stuff.
Yeah, you get -2 on everything that adds proficiency to it, which is pretty much everything.
Okay.
But it can't take you below your. I mean, you guys are high enough level that rule doesn't matter since the penalty also caps at 4. But for a first level character, enervated 3 still only gives you a -1 because you only have 1 from your level.
How high up is the? Is he within 30 feet of me? Is my question.
This guy, well, he went 20 feet up. You're here, so that's 5, 15, 20, and 20. That's 20 root 2. That is within 30.
Boo.
It's like about 28, 29.
Which don't want healing. Cause I'm thinking about bursting some healing.
He's barely within 30. He didn't
Tell
get
him to
hurt. He
scooch
didn't get
back.
hurt that much. He made his save against your flame strike.
Well, what I'll do instead is I'm gonna cast heal on the mummy.
Oh boy.
I was thinking about doing that
Oh
earlier.
boy, this might be it
After I
for
ran into
her.
melee and realized that was a
Fortitude
dumb
save. It's a 4th level heal.
All right, remember your DC is too lower because.
That's correct. So the DC is only 21.
Ooh, I rolled really high for the first time in this mummy's unlife. So she got a 30, which barely does not critically succeed. No, she needed to critically succeed.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, he do not as much when he damages undead as he does when he heals you guys.
Right.
But
32. So if you make your save, 16.
16, that's still enough because of your canopic bleed. She explodes in a burst of positive energy. No! My curse will haunt you to the next generation. You've not heard the last of Hidimbi.
Wait, are you talking to me? Are you talking to her? Who are you?
All of you! And then she
Oh, I see.
explodes in
Oh, pardon me.
a strangely, weirdly smelling aroma of like weird herbs and unguents that are used in preparing a mummy.
Sandalwood and a vague hint of rot.
That's right.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Now with my last action.
Am I still paralyzed after she dies?
Well, it was gonna wear off now anyway,
Okay.
but also she's dead. No, and you guys are no longer frightened. So everyone except Ron loses their conditional penalty because Ron had a bigger conditional penalty. Actually,
Is a secret.
you have a frightened from this guy, and it now matters.
Oh,
But you can remove it on your turn.
okay.
Alright, now that I know what I can and cannot quicken, let me quicken a thing I know I can quicken.
Okay, that's
I am
better than
going-
quick anything
I'm
you
going to
can't.
cast, now since he's within 30 feet, I'll have to use that to my advantage. I will cast Slow on him.
Slow.
DC 21 fort save.
Oh no! Oh no! I think I made it barely. Yes, I got it 22.
Then you are
Yikes.
slowed 1 for 1 round.
If only you hadn't been enervated. All right, I'm slow still.
Gassy.
All right. So now it is our monk. You're inside of a resilient sphere. What will you do?
I want to poke my way out of it.
All right, roll an attack and don't roll a 1 because it's really easy to hit it.
Well, now that you said that. Okay, that
you
wasn't
hit.
a 1. Hooray!
I know that your damage is enough to break it when it's this injured, so it just explodes in one hit.
Okay.
Now it does use up your first attack, so your things will be at a penalty. But
sucks,
you have
but
2 actions
okay.
left,
Yeah.
so you could still move and flurry. These guys are both in the air. This guy is the only one on the ground.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide.
He
if I
really
should just...
probably should have cast fly and gotten up there, but he did not do it.
I'm thinking I might have to punish him for that.
He thought his resilient sphere would just take the monk out, but
It was not
she kind of disrupted
resilient.
it.
Yeah. It was a little underwhelming, that sphere.
I could have enervated you, but you were in the resilient sphere, so it actually hurt his other guy, and so I had to hit Ron.
It's the best.
Excellent.
Evelyrin just headbutts the sphere. There's like a chunk just sticking out of like her forehead with like some blood running down. She starts walking. I was like, oh no.
So what you gonna do, Evelyrin?
Cool.
When to come for you.
Bad monk, bad monk.
Bad monk, bad monk.
I'm gonna run up to that guy.
Okay.
Just for flavor, I'm gonna like skitter up to him on all fours and then kip up and be like, ah!
There's an entangle in this area, but it's not really a big problem for you because you usually don't make manipulate actions.
Freedom of movement.
And you have freedom of movement.
Oh yeah.
And I go 50 feet, so I'll go around
she
it.
could also easily skirt the area.
Yes, that's true.
So I'll do that, and then I'll use my last action to.
That's true. She could just go around because he backed it.
Can I still use a flurry of blows on my last action?
You can. Now they do take they are at your -4 and -8 because you've attacked already this round.
Right.
But
yeah, that's the thing.
It's worth it. So.
I mean, they're still at a +10. So.
Even the last one, yeah, 14 and 10. These are cultists. You can probably hit them.
Okay.
I mean, they actually have pretty good defenses, but you can probably hit them. I mean, you've been rolling so many critical hits.
It's true.
I promise that these are normal dice.
I believe you.
So, okay.
Except those like mesh ones. They're just so hard to read. Katina's just like, another natural 20.
Those are the metal ones. Okay, so I'm at a 14 and then a 10. No, they're not both just a 10?
You only made 1 attack so far.
That's true. Okay. Okay, that one is... So that's a 31?
Did you remember you're still frightened just for one more round?
No, I
30.
didn't.
It
so
hits.
It's 30. And then I roll them both at the same time, right?
In case it ups your damage die. Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm at a -1, so this is +9. That's a nat 20 on the die.
All right. See? It's always a nat 20 on that hard to read one.
Look at though.
All right. No, it really is.
It's a P for Pathfinder.
No, it seriously is a nat 20. So,
Trickiest for days.
This guy is not going to be pleased that he stayed on the ground.
No,
because
he's not.
now that you have the extra boost from that really powerful wrist wraps that the party bought you.
Oh, this is going to not be
now
great.
that happened, it is now... You
I
now
need to just buy a pack of
You need 12d8.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, no, not d10. 12d10 because they were upgraded by the fact that you hit with both of them.
But are they... That's only on a critical, right?
It's only if both hit. And they both hit.
Oh, okay. You're right. Okay.
So it's 12d10 plus 9.
Oh, my.
How is it 12d10?
Because she upgraded, she got +3 on rest, so it's 4. Then the second one was a crit for 8, so together it's 12.
Jeez.
And that was with one action. So it's 12d10 plus 9 and bleed because of the critical hit.
4d10 if you want some.
Thank you.
Do you need more?
I mean, I can roll multiple times. It's fine.
That is true.
Monks are pretty strong. Not everyone on the surveys agreed that monks are in the upper echelon of classes, but everyone that I have seen has done pretty well. To be fair, Katina has very good rolls.
It was definitely one of my favorite classes in early alpha testing.
Okay, so we're at 12, right? That's the number we landed at? Okay.
Plus 9 on top of it.
Plus 9. Yeah,
9. Yep. We can move
what
this
are my
out of the way.
minuses? Am I frightened? I don't know what's
It does
happening
not
anymore.
hurt you in this particular situation. What do we got here? 19, 26.
That's so many 9s and 10s.
I know. 33, 41,
I should have rolled them down
50,
here so the camera could see them.
57.
No, this is just gratuitous. Like it censors out as you roll the dice.
Blurred.
What is this?
Blurred out.
6. Okay. 72, 77 plus 9 is 86. Plus 9 for the extra plus 9 is 95.
Is he okay?
No!
I'm worried
You
about
almost
him.
one-shotted him. He's barely still standing.
I've done a lot of training, okay?
What is standing really like when you think about it?
Whose dice are these? Everyone take your dice
And he's
back.
bleeding.
These are
Like, yeah, you
yours.
almost one-shotted. These guys are pretty legitimate cultists. They're almost high as high of level of evil cultists as your two non-evil cultists that are in the party.
Cultist is sort of a strong word. The word cultist is thrown around a lot.
All right, so that was her. Now it is time for him.
So he's just like bleeding
Yeah,
severely.
he's like,
and
oh my.
I'll just hug him and be like, it's okay, buddy.
All right. Well,
be fine.
It will not be fine.
Be fine.
if he's going down, he's taking you with him.
Oh, okay.
Classic.
Classic cultist.
So he's gonna start off
Yes.
with a quickened blindness on you. Roll a
Owie.
fortitude save, and even if you make it, you'll be blind until your next turn.
Oh no! Okay. Fortitude.
Unless you critically make it.
Followed by another. Yeah, maybe.
Let's see. That is 32.
32. That critically makes it. You're not blind until your next turn.
He reaches out. Oh no.
16
That was
plus
my combo
16,
because I was
yeah.
now I'm gonna make that beam and shoot you, and then you're gonna be flat-footed even if you made it. Doesn't work, but I still am gonna shoot you with the beam.
Okay.
He reaches out to
can do
touch you
it.
and you just slap the hand away.
No.
He says, "Even so, in my death, I will destroy you."
Okay.
Man, this guy's so optimistic. I wish I could just
All right.
have like half this level.
He
of
got a
enthusiasm.
21.
Nope.
All right, it missed.
Yeah.
Just goes wide, or maybe not.
You
Damn
were
it.
saying about my
Okay.
destruction?
So this was not a tiger slash, so it only does D4, and I rolled minimum again, so 1 bleed. He can take 1 bleed at a time.
Okay.
No, he can take 1 bleed.
He just
He's
sees a
very
big blob
low.
of blood. He's like,
All right,
that's
and
fine.
Paladin.
Oh, it's my turn? All
Yes.
right. Well, I was going to cast a spell to give everybody resistance, but honestly, I feel like that's not too critical right now, so I will hold my my goblin slicer, because all dogs are good dogs, we don't slice
Okay.
them, above my head, and I'll be like, by the power of Shaylin! And I will turn my weapon into a trident, and then launch it over at Cultist, who's barely holding himself together.
All right.
So,
My friend over there?
yeah, he's
Yes.
within 20 feet, which means
He
that
is.
he is within murder
Wait, is
distance of
he-
this thing.
You just turned into
No,
like
he
a tiny
is-
Aquaman.
He's just barely not within 20 feet.
Oh, gotcha. Well,
Can you move and do that?
I could. So I will just go ahead and move over this way a little bit, so
Sure.
I stay outside of the graspy, angry vines,
All
and then I will launch this thing.
right, do it.
And that will be at plus 15, so that's going to be a 26 to hit.
That will certainly hit him.
All right.
That
Well,
will probably drop him because
Tridents do D8s. I really like them. They're
will-
pretty great.
just don't roll terrible on this.
I did not roll terrible. I
Okay.
rolled all of the damage forever.
Okay.
21 damage.
Oh, he goes
Just a giant radiant
right in the
javelin.
microphone. I hope that the people watching do not.
Ow!
Oh, I
trouble
hit him
from
right
that.
in the microphone.
Oh.
Fen will just screech,
Fall
I
over.
hate TED Talks! And then just look over at the next one.
He screams, but you can't hear it as well because he hit his microphone.
Yeah,
so it's
what?
like,
What?
All right, that's your turn because you transformed, moved, and threw a trident.
Correct. I feel like that
All right.
was satisfactory.
But the only thing stopping you guys from rolling right in was the mummy, and you killed her. So non-paralyzed, Luca,
Am I still frightened?
until the end of your turn, and then it will be removed because there's no stupid mummy aura stopping you from removing it. Man, that mummy aura is nasty.
Watch out for your angry vines.
The angry vines only affect you when you start your turn in them.
That's right.
Oh, that's fair.
well, then next time, watch out for your
Next
angry
round.
vines. Oh no!
No, his vines are much
The
angrier.
actual angry vine. You want to
I
see a party
explode
trick?
into a mound of shambling.
And this guy's only 10 feet up, so you can still reach it.
As you just-
Oh, dear. All right. Well, now the only ones that are still alive go now. Okay, this is not going well.
Oh, that's more of like
For
a pseudo
you.
state when you say that they're
Before
not.
I do, though,
Okay.
I say, I think the spirits have abandoned you to the ones that are left.
This cultist says, we never cared about the spirits. The great dominion will send into our brains. And even if we die, they'll bring up our brains and knowledge into them. And when the planet of the dominion comes upon this world, we will be reborn in a new form.
I'm glad I said something so he had a chance to do that.
Yeah,
That's right.
that guy was very excited
You
about
tricked him into
that.
monologuing.
So he's flying here. He's still 20 feet up.
Oh, he's gonna pinch you.
I hope he
And
doesn't
he-
drop anything
He
on us.
pinch.
He's going to remind you that your parents are dead, like he did before.
That's rude. I
Wow,
told you.
this guy is a bully. We need to
So-
have a talk about this.
Roll your will save again. This time it's even more believable because you don't have any hero points.
Will save.
Yes.
Well,
Oh, well, maybe it's even less believable.
That is a 31.
You made
So
it.
it's the exact same amount
No,
of
I'm
believable.
pretty sure my parents still love me.
No,
They're
they
just
still do.
disappointed.
You almost critically succeeded, but you didn't. So you are frightened 1 again until the end of your next turn.
I'm
They're
scared.
just gonna keep this up, but that's really a waste of his turn to just give you frightened
Yeah.
1. All right, this guy is out of all of his good spells.
Aw, friend.
Oh
Whoopsie doodles.
Oh dear. He will try to make you blind again. Maybe you won't critically succeed this time.
They're gonna just resort to like insults. Well, you're stupid. So
Your ears are pointy.
yeah.
This guy like telepathically says to that guy, "Hey, that guy, do you have any damaging attacks? Shut up, I'm gonna make her blind."
Fort save.
Yes.
That is also a 31.
Oh, cool.
It's a 30 because I'm frightened.
Why'd you even
Uh-huh.
bother attacking?
You
the
only
team?
regularly succeed, so you are blind until your turn.
Dang it.
But there are no enemies until your turn, so
Oh.
it doesn't matter. All right, so
Guys, what?
it is Melik,
It's all the blood from exploding that dude. It's in
He's
your
still 20
eyes.
feet up in the air.
I'm
and
used
this
to
guy's 10 feet. Oh wait, actually he had 1 action left, so he's gonna try. Oh right, he's still in the things. Actually, he lost the spell to the entangle, but he managed to get up out of it. He's 20 feet up in the
Wait,
air.
so I'm
too
not
now.
blind?
You're not blind.
All
Wasn't
right.
gonna matter anyway. Melik, it's your turn.
Control for the
Let me
win.
harm the critter up above me.
Okay.
So
You can.
the 2 action harm.
All right.
Wait. Could he have done that slowed?
No.
Oh, I forgot he was slow.
I forgot he was slowed for a round. He
The
could
big
not have
spider
targeted
guy.
her because he was too far away. He would have had to do that on
Me.
you. So
Oh,
instead of
no.
you being frightened, you roll. What is your greatest fear?
31.
My greatest fear?
Is it those gnomes
Oh,
again?
being overwhelmed by my demonic.
Okay,
presence
so
and
your
turning
body is
evil and-
being
yeah.
overwhelmed by your demonic blood. You're turning into some kind of a demon, and what did you get?
Will? 26.
Oh, that makes it. So you're the one who's frightened.
I am the one who's frightened.
You're scared that my parents
I
are
will
dead.
be the one who's frightened one.
Yes.
But that's not going to change the fact that I go ahead and try to double action harm him.
All right. He doesn't like being harmed, but
Who does?
Go figure.
Really?
he will
Well,
use
undead.
his
people, yeah.
crazy power from the Dominion of the Black to get a really high die roll.
Fort
At
save.
32.
32
You're enervated.
critically succeeds.
Thanks to the enervate.
Ah.
And so you take no damage, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Wah, wah, wah.
That was
Alright.
really hard for me to critically succeed, even with the enervate. All right. You got 1 action.
I do.
You're on deck. But how will you get
What
into
deck?
the air?
You're gonna deck someone? Awesome. I want to see this.
I mean, that's pretty much all
basically
I
what
do.
you do, yeah.
How will you get into the air?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I could jump.
I'm unlikely.
They are only 20 feet up. But
Is there
that's
a
really
trachea
hard.
shredding sound in Sirenscape?
It's more crunching, actually.
I hope they
Thank you
caught
for
that
that.
for the sounds.
Yes.
Sound pass.
There we go. See?
Yeah,
then
there you
Lewis
go,
can
Ben.
just
Bam.
take
Move
it
to
and
there.
add it to the set.
I move up kind of.
Perfect. It is your turn.
Yeah.
How will you deal with these flying enemies?
I'm trying to figure out exactly how much I can jump.
If you don't have a some kind of crazy combination of special abilities, you can't go that high up because real people can't go that high up, so you need special abilities to do a lot more than that.
I have quick jump.
So you can go not that high up quickly.
So, yeah. I can use high jump and long jump as a single action instead
Yep.
of 2 actions. Blurdy blur, but I don't have a thing that's
So
like,
yeah, you can just
jump really high.
straight up a regular amount.
But I'd have
not-
to be like right underneath him, right?
and that's not going to go up enough to hit something 20 feet up.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, there's some like athletics items, or also the sudden leap ability of the barbarian and the fighter can just go like really, really up.
I do have wall jump, but I don't think I'm very acrobatic.
There
so-
are some walls, but
Yeah, I mean I have acrobatics, I just don't have any like specific stuff
Okay.
that I think will super help, but I also forgot that I have feather step, so
there you go. So if you have nothing else to do you have like healing items you can use on yourself, I guess.
Potions. I'm not actually that hurt though.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So,
Nobody is.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have anything that is like
glare menacingly
Yeah.
from a distance.
point at him.
All right.
Next round.
You glare menacingly. Your turn,
Hooray!
Paladin.
Yeah, sorry, I'm taking
Alright,
forever.
well, I am going to mostly glare menacingly as well, but I guess I will go ahead and... Is anybody injured very much? No? Awesome. Okay, then I will go.
I mean, I think
5,
Luca
10.
took some real damage
15,
past
20.
past his temporary hit points.
Oh, that's fair. But I'm not going to worry about that too much. I
He
think
has like
Luca can
3
handle.
or something.
Can I just move? Should,
Yeah, you can go
should
wherever
I?
you want.
Yeah,
Just
go for
move
it.
yourself anywhere. Your movement is so fast it could be anywhere on the map,
just
even
gonna
like in
go-
the water.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
I don't think you want to go there.
No. I'll just go over
Sure.
by that guy, so if someone wants to flank or whatever, then we can do that.
You guys were so
Yeah,
good
sorry,
against
continue.
flying creatures with the dragon, but
Well, he was grounded
Well,
the whole time.
the emphasis
That's
was
true.
that the dragon wasn't flying.
Yeah,
that was the thing.
exactly.
Yep.
All
All
right.
right. So I'm going to go ahead and move up to here. I'm going to chuck a trident at it.
all right. Don't worry, guys. When I looked at Ron's spell list to see if he had fly or haste, he does have airwalk.
That
Nice.
was a
Well, not anymore.
Oh no!
His
That
enervation
was-
lost me.
Oh, that's
spells.
true.
that was a 20 on the roll.
Not 20.
Woo woo.
Okay, that will.
Not
Oh,
20.
total 20
Total
against
20,
against this guy,
which is slowed.
which is slowed. Okay, let's see.
No, he's only slowed for 1 round.
Never
Oh,
mind.
He's not even slowed.
Doesn't
anymore.
matter. It misses. It doesn't even pop an image.
All right. Well, then I will go ahead
yeah, he
and
still
huck
has
yet
images.
another one of these. This is going to be.
It's
a
returning,
-1.
right?
So, oh, that's a 4 on the dice. You're done.
It-
All right.
Yeah, you
It's
get
a,
rid of
it's a
that die.
returning trident. Is that
It
correct?
is, yeah. And it's
Excellent.
also shifting.
Back to you.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, and then I'm gonna jump up into the air.
Okay. You only have to do a regular high jump because of your reach for this.
But I also have boots of bounding.
Oh, well, then you get even more. See, he
no.
actually does have the item that gives extra
So
jump.
I'm gonna attack this guy.
Okay.
Can I attack them both if I make 2 attacks? If I jump?
Normally, I think if you jump, you can do one more thing before you go down, unless you have a 2-action tentacle whirl activity.
Well, I have something that might help me
Okay.
if I hit.
All right. Oh, I see what it is.
Go on.
I know what it is. But first, roll the athletics to make sure you succeed on the jump. It's very easy. Oh, that might actually not have made
Well,
it.
I automatically jump 3 feet.
Yeah,
so-
but you need a little more than that 3. You need just the 5. So,
I got a 14.
oh, that should do it. So you jump up. Just need to make sure we're in a 1.
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
Oh, see,
32.
Aren't you glad you used the low roll?
Wow.
32
Okay.
to hit this guy.
Okay, that will definitely hit him.
And I think I actually have to take another action to grab
Correct,
him.
but that's fine because it's an action that's triggered off of the first attack, so I'll let you do that. I wouldn't let you do more attacks before you fall down. So that automatically works as long as his size is small. Oh wait, he's got a lot of images. Are you sure you want to do that on him and not the one who doesn't have any images? Because I will have to roll to see if you hit an image.
I want to hit him. I want to try to hit him.
Go
Okay.
bring back or go home.
You hit him.
Yeah.
Good work. I rolled the
Leave his
D4, you
images
hit
up
him.
there when you pull it down.
No, they're gonna come down. So you automatically grab him and you both land.
And he takes 18 damage as well.
Yep.
Nice.
And he's small enough for you to get. You can get larger, smaller.
Well, I
your
am
grab.
large.
Yeah, I guess if it's same size, I can't remember. It's in the playtest area. Whatever. We'll say it's not even in here. So we'll say it's same size or smaller. All right, you're down. He's down on the ground. This shambling mound just leapt up into the air and grabbed him down. Ground pound.
Get him, everybody.
He reminded me that I also have boots of pounding, which I totally
I
should
said
have
if you
used.
had an item.
You
or
did. I
anything.
forgot.
Okay.
My bad.
Also, you're not 10 feet tall like him, so you actually would have still
That's
not
true.
barely been able to do it without. If you grabbed like the mummy's long spear, you might be able to do it.
Well, my reach is
Pole
actually
vault up
15
into the
feet.
air.
Ah, yeah.
Or the
Oh,
mummy's wrappings.
Your
and
reach is
lasso
actually
him.
15 feet. You didn't even need to jump.
Okay, cool.
But you did,
I
and it
thought
was
it was
awesome.
10.
Yep.
Never mind. It was even cooler because you jumped, but you didn't have to. My apologies. I thought it was 10.
I underestimated.
Shambling
quotes,
mounds can't.
Classic shambling mound.
All
like
right.
that.
So that's pretty awesome, and it is now their turn. So this guy was very perturbed that you managed to figure out which one was the real one and
he-
grab him.
He done got grabbed, yeah.
Yeah, so he's going
It was
to...
really just a lucky vine, you know.
He's going to
Hit a
try to...
bunch of things.
I love
Break
vines.
He's gonna
That's
try to
my favorite
break
way to waste
free.
time.
R.I.P.
What's your
Vine.
fortitude DC? That's 10 plus your fort save bonus.
23.
All right, he does break free
Oh, wait a minute.
as a
It
shambling
doesn't,
mound.
it doesn't change.
Yeah, it doesn't change your fort. Yeah, so he does break free barely, and he really should. He's gonna fly up a little but still not enough to get out of melee reach of you. Not even close. Just 10 feet up. And then he is going to make a melee attack on you because he realizes that debuffs are all good, but he has to kill you. Natural 20, Ron.
Well, that sounds like it's going to...
Critically hit. Roll a fortitude save against his venom.
Fair enough.
Ouch.
That is 28.
All right, you easily make the fortitude save.
I want to retributive strike him so bad, but I can't because he is too far
He's
away.
up in the air.
Yeah.
All right, so he does 45 damage to you with his critical bite.
Ooh.
Okay.
And breaking free going up to be slightly above, and then biting was his entire turn. Now it's this guy. Okay, he's 20 feet up. He has... That's clearly within the reach of this shambling mount, so he is going to go up a little bit more. He will move to 30 feet up, but directly above Avalarian.
Oh, great.
And what do I even still have that he can do? All right, sure.
He just yells at you angrily.
No,
kidding?
no.
Get off
I don't even
on.
remember how much damage this does, but we'll see. We'll see.
Not enough.
Probably not. Suddenly, you feel a phantom pain.
Ow! My phantom pain.
It's acting up again.
I got
Oh,
a
no.
cramp.
I
that
feel
phantom
the
pain?
storm
Ready?
coming in.
We already told you that phantom pain is just a figment of your imagination.
Roll a will save
Okay.
to see if this crazy pain is real or not.
I don't think it's gonna be.
What did you get?
That is a 34.
It is not real.
Okay.
It is completely not real. Even on a success, I would have still done a few D4, but not on a critical success.
Yay!
It is entirely fake. Okay, great. Is now Melik.
But he is... So I'm within his reach, but he's not within mine.
Correct.
Bummer.
Unless you jump.
That's right.
And he
Go
was the
ahead
one
and
that-
jump.
And he still has actually all of his mirror images.
The real question, too, is does he have attack of opportunity?
I don't think he... The mummy did. I don't know that he does. Let's put it to the test. I just straight up cast a spell right here.
He does not use an attack of opportunity.
It's another harm.
Okay,
for DC 21.
All right. So, actually, let me check the wording on your image real quick. To see if it's based on targeting or attacking. It is an attack, so that's what I thought.
Yeah,
All
that's,
right.
that's why I have...
Yeah, so you're doing a thing to make it so his images cannot
That it hits him, not
cannot
mirror
mess you
images.
up.
That's entirely my point,
Absolutely.
yes.
So this time he got a 21.
That succeeds, so you'll take half of 7, 10, 16, you'll take 8.
All right, he takes 8. I mean, when you add that to the fire you did to him at the beginning,
sorry.
it's some.
8 plus 4, that's 12.
But divide the 4 by 2 as well.
Sorry, he
So
takes total of 10.
10.
Takes total of 10.
So I should have checked to. I should have rolled a reflex save to see if I could move at the beginning of my turn.
Right.
But
Against your own
rolled,
entangle.
I rolled and I did.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
You're right. Everybody is inside your entangle right now. They've all gone back into it. We
Oh,
should
really?
all.
I thought it was outside of it.
No, we've gotten back into it. It was back here.
Oh, no, not
We
that.
can figure that out at the start of our turn. Speaking of which,
You can't dismiss the entangle either. So.
nope.
Oh, and I put up a shield for my last
All right,
action.
Avalarian.
Does that just count as
So just roll a
difficult
reflex
terrain?
save to make sure that
Gives you
you
hampered 10.
For freedom of movement.
hampered 10.
Except
But
she has
oh wait,
freedom of
she's fine. She's just
How
don't
long
even
does
roll.
freedom of movement last?
A
One
minute, I think. So it'll be probably for a while.
Okay.
All right, so he's only 10 feet up now. You can, or there's only a 10-foot gap between him and the ground. You can easily jump up to a point where you could hit him.
Yeah, you're
Possibly
5 feet
even with
tall.
the tiger strike thing
Okay.
or flurry.
Yeah.
Although you gotta find his trachea.
I've got to find out which one is him and then get the trachea from that. So that's
Fair
kinda
enough.
difficult.
You might then want to flurry of blows because that's more attacks to knock down
Yeah.
more
Yeah,
images.
more tracheas.
It'll up my trachea ratio.
That's correct.
That's what's important.
That is the most important.
Okay. So
Squad goals.
I'm not super familiar with moving in the new version. I don't know how different it is, but like if I want to move and jump with my boots of bound.
Sure, that's a long jump, and then your last action is going to be the flurry.
Okay.
So with your boots of bounding, it's really, really easy to do a 5-foot jump. So just roll a really, really easy athletics check to make sure it's not like a natural 1.
Yeah, and then I have the quick jump too, so I don't. That
that's
takes
true.
away the.
And you were already gonna,
before?
and you already were gonna stride because you weren't right by him, so
Right.
it doesn't.
So.
Oh wait, no, actually, you can just flat out. No, you still need to stride because you'll hit this wall. So stride, jump, and then flurry at him while you're in the air.
Okay, so roll an.
All right, so I'll just hold you up here for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, roll in athletics. Don't roll a 1. Not a 1.
12. Yes.
All right,
Yeah,
now
Valerian
make your
just
2 attacks.
Okay.
Jumps into its mouth and it explodes a
And
couple
those are
seconds
the
later.
highest.
Highest
found
and
the
then
trachea.
second.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got 1 in each hand. It had 2.
2 of them.
So
All right, that.
there's that one. Wow, those are not too bad. So the first one is 19 plus 18.
Okay, so
And-
as a critical hit, that means you destroy an image and do a regular hit.
Okay.
And what about the other one?
That is an 18 plus an 18.
Oh, it should be plus
Oh, I
14.
mean, sorry, plus 14.
All right, so as a regular hit, I rolled, and the first one that was on the D4 was a hit on him.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
despite his mirror images, he loses 1 image. He did prevent the crit,
Yeah.
but you then are able to do your D10s, but it's not as many D10s because you
Okay.
didn't crit.
Yeah. So
How many
let's see,
D10s?
How many do I
It's
need?
only 8 D10s.
Only
6.
8. Jeez,
Yeah.
what kind of normal person damage is this?
Oh, plebs.
Peasant damage.
Yeah, seriously. Okay.
And Paladin, you'll be right after this.
Too many dice
Also,
for my
I'll put her
loin.
back down on the ground now that she finished her crazy flurry.
Okay.
Wow, that's a lot of 10s.
Yeah.
29, 38, 43, 48, 52 plus 6. 58.
Hooray!
Nice.
All right, that was
Punch.
really good.
Yay!
You guys had been like sort of lightly hurting it with successful saves against a few spells up until this point, but now it's pretty badly
he's
hurt,
grumpy.
and it is stupefied because you hit it in the brain. You didn't hit it in the trachea. You hit it in the brain blister.
I can add some
One of the
brain
blade of the
blisters.
blisters pops and like the brain falls out. Now he's
It's-
now he's enervated.
Why did you can't know?
Somebody's going to want that.
Now he's enervated
sell it.
by 1 and stupefied by 2.
Yeah, how do you like enervation, huh? Exactly.
All right, so that is what happened.
Yay!
All right. Well, then I will go ahead.
Right in the blister. It's disgusting. Pus does come out.
Yeah,
Ugh.
5,
whatever.
10, 15 to get right underneath it. I'm about. Do you want me to roll to try and
To what?
jump up and stab it in its underbelly?
What's your
If
normal?
you want to roll.
Do you want me to? I mean, can I reach something 10 feet above me with a trident by just like
If
hoisting
it's a
it up?
reach weapon, you can.
It is not a reach weapon.
Then you need to jump.
All
Or
right.
throw the trident.
Then
I guess if you fail to jump. Do you have boots
You know
of
what?
bounding too to make it
I
easier?
do not have boots of spider
Why don't you
climb.
turn it back
but-
into a glaive?
Well, you could
no,
you could spider
it's a
climb on
trident.
this,
I've
but
been
it takes a
talking
lot of
Dog slicers,
actions.
That's right, yeah. it's-
Tell you what, I'm just gonna go ahead and stay back there. I'm gonna go ahead and just start throwing my trident.
All
So here we go. That's
Sure.
gonna be. Oh, there we go.
That's pretty good.
Does a 29 hit it?
Let's find out. Yes. I keep
Okay.
not hitting the image.
It's like
It was
Okay,
1 in
that's
4,
fine.
1 in
That's
4,
good.
1 in 3. Because there's 2
Nice.
images now.
That's going. Ooh, nice.
It's like the real one was really obvious because it was the one that was going. Duh.
21 points of damage.
21 points of that. Okay, yeah.
Get him.
He's pretty hurt at this point. You've got 2 more
Well, then I'm just gonna go ahead and keep laying on this. This seems pretty good.
laying on tridents.
Oh, that's an 18 on the dice plus
Math.
5 less
sorry.
than usual.
26.
All right, let's see if that hits him or pops. Oh, the D6 pops an image. Pops an image.
Yay.
There's 1 image left.
All right, third attack. I'm gonna go ahead and just go
Okay.
ahead and keep. This is working pretty well. Javelins of light are just launching across the battlefield. That's a 5. Okay. Well, this dice can at least roll higher than a 5.
All right.
That's good.
Finish him.
Get over here.
within my reach, so
He's within your reach.
Whoopsies. Wait, no, it's toasty.
Steve.
There we go.
31.
All right, that will hit. Let's see if it pops the last image. It does. Poof.
I attack him again.
Okay.
Slap.
That will probably.
That is
hit.
23.
That will not quite hit him. He manages. Oh no, he's enervated. It
Even
hits.
enervated, yeah.
No.
You hit. Curse you, innovation.
I have 21 points of damage.
All right, he's
And he is grabbed.
He's grabbed again. He's wobbling.
man.
Oh, buddy.
He's down on the ground. All right, it's his turn. Okay, let me see. This is not good. All right, he's gonna try to get out. Nope. Try to get out again. Nope. Try to get out again. Nope. Just this whole turn thrashing and flailing against the ineffectually against the shambling mound, trying to get out.
My strange alien body is not nearly as terrifying as your strange alien body.
Wait a minute. I used only 2 attacks, right?
Yeah,
Totally.
you should have
did
had
only
it.
use two,
Oh,
you
you
get
used
another
a grab.
Oh,
I
the
did the
grab
grab,
is
that's
the
right,
other.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yep,
I actually like that takes an action. So
but it's an auto success.
yeah.
All right. So, yeah, this guy should
me
not have been
too,
knocked
actually, that's
over. He's not knocked over.
He was
but
just taking a nap.
he was. Maybe he should just take a nap. He hasn't been very effective.
We should try recruiting.
All right. You know what? One more
wanna
time.
help us
One more
stop the
time. This is it.
nightmares?
This is it. Phantom pain.
Ow, my phantom pain again.
Oh, my corns. They're acting up.
Is that a will save?
Yes.
Let's see. That's a 30.
30.
Yeah, I rolled a 14.
Haha! You only regularly succeeded.
Oh no!
You take 7 mental damage.
Ow!
My most powerful attack has been realized.
Oh no.
I need to go back and watch the stream over again afterwards and just calculate the average die roll that Katina's had. Because it's been pretty
17.
good.
There's been a lot
It's been
of
very good.
It's
things
been
that
really
started
good.
with Thur. and then teen.
He's on the ground
What?
and has no images.
He's on the ground and he has lost
one.
his last image against the shambling
So
mound.
I'm
Oh,
you're
no.
welcome. I'm hurt, so I'm hungry. I'm gonna take my first 2 actions to.
Oh no.
You're welcome.
I forgot about
as, you,
this.
as you caught that brain, you're just like,
And then take a
"Wow."
bite out of him.
No!
That's only 24.
You don't know where this thing has been.
24 will still hit. You
He
did
does
count the
not care.
innovation, right?
Yeah, that is.
Alright, yeah, you
I
hit.
don't do a lot, but that's only 6 damage. But isn't he a living creature?
He is.
Oh, I'll get some temporary hit points then.
For
Oh,
now.
Nom
no.
nom nom.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, no, it's not. Stop. I'm a goblin.
You munch some of the pus-covered flesh near the
No,
broken
no.
pus.
Startlingly nutritious.
No,
Delightful. Okay,
I
so
want that to be a slogan for real food.
startlingly delicious. Avalarian,
Both of those words
he's
are
on
not
the ground now.
right.
You're here.
I'm gonna punch him a bunch.
All right, bunch of punch.
Bunch of punch. That's
Even I'm a
also a
goblin and I
cereal.
wouldn't do that. Why are you doing that? You're just upsetting me now.
Oh, let's
Hey,
see.
you know, it's his thing.
Yeah, I know. It's
Just go with it.
all right, Pennywise, we get it.
He's not a stranger to you. This is not the
No,
first time
I know,
you've
but
seen
it's
that.
still uncomfortable.
I think I'm gonna try my tiger slash. Excuse me. Okay, fierce swipe with both hands.
Finish this.
Wait, is this on the big?
On the big guy.
Okay.
I might as well, I figure. Or
Might as well.
I feel like we're Evelyn's support.
you keep talking it up,
Well,
and
you
now I'm gonna
guys
start
did give
rolling
her
ones.
like
know, right?
4 treasure points worth of offense
it's
and
true.
defense.
Oh, that didn't.
If he had an extra rune increase, it would have also been
see?
good.
I rolled a 4
I
because
know.
everyone's like, you roll so well.
Yeah, we're,
That's not why. Random. How much is that?
Let's see, that would be a 22.
Oh, well, that hits because he's flat-footed from the glutton's jaw that's flanking him on the
Okay.
other side.
Well then.
delicious.
The secret is that a
Okay.
4 was enough to hit.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so now you do 6d8 plus 3 because it's your tiger slash.
Yes.
And you
Okay.
can shove him 5 feet if you want, but he's also grabbed by your
There's no
friend.
point, I don't think. Okay, you said 68.
Yes.
Do.
And you have an
Okay,
action
where
left,
am
so you can also float him again after this.
Oh, geez.
They will be at your lowest bonus.
Give my character a nickname. Grounder.
Okay, so that is. Are you a 1 or a 7? That's a 7. So 10, 13. And then, let's see, 6. So that would be 19 plus 8. So 27.
27. Okay.
Oh, and then that's plus 6.
Oh, okay.
That was just on the die. That's 27.
Cool. So 33. Haha, that is barely not enough damage to mess up his brain.
Except she has
Good.
another action, right?
Yeah, she has one
Yeah,
action
that
left.
was,
She
First
can
of
that
play.
was
many.
2.
However,
yeah.
that's the good news for him. The bad news for him is that it also kills him.
Aw.
All right.
Hooray!
You have 1 action left. This guy's 30 feet up, but honestly, at this point, he can't kill you. He does have a poisoned crossbow shot.
Oh, no, not that.
I'll just see if it hits anybody.
Since I still have an attack left, I can just get him, right?
He's 30 feet up.
Oh, he's 30
So
feet.
he would be
That's
able
what
to
you
make a poison crossbow at you at a 23.
Nope.
Which misses. And then he just drowns himself in the moon mirror, hoping it'll summon the CR21 monster early.
Come on, man. I wanted to turn back into myself and cast Earthbind again.
So he tries to drown himself in the moon mirror to be a
Grounder.
final sacrifice, but you earthbind him before he gets there. Honestly, he can't win.
Earthbind him into
The question is,
water.
can you kill him before he commits suicide?
I just imagine
Also,
Malik
even if he
will-
drowns himself, it will not summon the level 21 monster.
just
He needed to wait for the lunar eclipse.
Oh, yeah. Malik will just jump on him and just start, like, biting repeatedly. Like, oh, God.
Save
Alright.
me the trachea!
So, having defeated these guys, you're
like an
able
apple craw,
to
eat around
collect
the
their
tree, yeah.
notes because they have been doing an archaeological dig here at Ramlog's Tower. So, here is what they have discovered. Basically, you've learned that the Night Heralds have discovered that the countdown is a countdown for some kind of like an overlay of the planet of Octurne, which is going to come and just sort of take over large swaths of your planet. And it's a horrible tentacle planet with Night Heralds on it. That's why they were talking about when the planet comes and then we will be reborn from their mind. You've also discovered that so the countdown clocks are counting down to that.
Okay.
Ramlox apparently knows about this.
Knew about it way back when.
Or knew about it, that's right. About this massive portal that will create a continent-size convergence with Octurne. Also, Naserion, that guy whose notes you found randomly in the sewers that one time, has apparently become a high-ranking leader among the Night Heralds who's been pen pals with this mummy.
Oh.
Aw.
And he is spearheading efforts to gather countdown clocks in order to protect himself and other members of the cult from the Doomsday, because apparently the clocks were created partially as a warning and partially as a protection system. They're hoping to be around. Also, Ramlog was a wizard of great power who vanished from Golarion thousands of years ago, leaving behind much of his research on the Dominion of the Black. The notes recovered from his tower provide clues to a significant portion of his lore, but the greatest details were said to be held in the pages of his magnum opus, a lost text called The Last Theorem. Naserion is actively seeking that last theorem and is following up on a rumor that may have been looted from an Osirian tomb by a group of adventurers. The Night Heralds hope to secure the book not only to benefit from the lore in its pages, but to prevent their enemies from using something called the White Axiom to unlock the text's true potential and undo all the work Ramlot did in setting the countdown in the first place. So you guys are going to need to
Didn't we
figure
find the
out.
last theorem in the? Wasn't that in the?
You found pieces of
Notes on the
excerpts
last
from
theorem.
notes
That's right,
on the
that's what we
last
found,
theorem.
yeah.
You did not find the last theorem nor the White Axiom itself. So you've learned a lot. You've stopped this level 21 Moosepore from descending upon this area, which was the
Nice.
minor cataclysm on the lunar eclipse, but this countdown is a big cataclysm.
Okay.
Well done, guys.
There's always a bigger end of the world.
We
That's
did it
true.
about
More
the right time.
cataclysmy cataclysm.
We should go hang out with the gnomes.
So
now.
there would have been a CR21 monster summoned if you failed to.
That's correct.
Ooh, that seems hard.
Level
Challenge
21.
accepted.
Level characters.
Seems.
Yeah, crushed.
I'll tank it
Alright.
for at least
Well done,
half
guys.
a hit.
I'll punch it.
You guys kind of rocked every encounter. You hit on a 4.
Yeah, that still
You actually would have
surprises
hit
me.
on I think a
Yeah,
3
does
because it was
CR21 monster have a
enervated.
trachea? Because that's a death sentence for the
No,
thing.
no.
That's
People are always saying you can't hit monsters except on high rolls, but you can hit them easily.
Mhm.
You're not even a fighter. They
If
have a
you're
higher bonus.
me.
All right. So, great.
Yeah.
I think that's it, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, until next time, which will be part 5. What's the name of part 5? It is the Heroes of Underin, where these guys are going to get some minions to help them fight while they go do studying.
Yeah.
Until next time, I'm Mark Seifter,
I'm Katina Davis.
Eric Keith.
Ron Lundy.
Chris Sims.
and this has been Doomsday Dawn, part 4, Mirrored Moon.
Oh, yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.